Today's topic is on divisibility. Divisibility is when one number can be divided evenly by another. 32 is divisible by 4 because we can get 8 groups out of it. But 32 is not divisible by 5 because it cannot be divided equally. We have some leftovers. How do you know what it is divisible by? Well, you can divide it and do all the work, or you can memorize a few rules to help you get started. This would be a good time to take out your notes and write these in there. You may pause the DVD each time you need to. The first one is divisible by 2. It's divisible by 2 if it ends in an even number, and the even numbers would be 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. The next rule is 5. It's divisible by 5 if the number ends in 0 or 5. And the last rule that we're going to look at on this page is 10. It's divisible by 10 if it ends in 0. All three of these, all you have to do is look at the number, the last digit. Now it's different for 3s and 9s. For 3s, we have to add the digits together. Then we look at that answer called the sum and see if that can be divided by 3. For example, 42. 4 plus 2 is 6, and 6 is divisible by 3, so 42 is divisible by 3. That's the same rule for 9. We have to add the digits together and see if the sum can be divided by 9. So one example is 44. 4 plus 4 is 8, but 8 is not divisible by 9, so 44 is not divisible by 9. Another example is 72. 7 plus 2 is 9, and 9 is divisible by 9, so 72 is divisible by 9. And we know that because 7 times 8 is 9. So 72 divided by 9 is 8. So let's look at some examples and try them. Is the number 56 divisible by 2? Well, look at the last digit. It is a 6, and that's an even number, so yes, it is divisible by 2. Is the number 2,879 divisible by 3? Well, looking at our notes, we know we must add the digits together first. So 2 plus 8 is 10, plus 7 is 17, plus 9 is 26. Is 26 divisible by 3? No. So therefore, because it is the number 2,879 is not divisible by 3. Another example, 14, is that divisible by 6? Now we didn't write this in our notes, but all we have to check for is the rule for 2 and the rule for 3, since 2 times 3 is 6. So the first rule is 2. Is it an even number? Yes, it ends in a 4. The second rule is to check by 3. First we have to add the digits. 6 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4. And there we go, we have 12. Is 12 divisible by 3? Yes. If it's divisible by both 2 and 3, it will be divisible by 6. Is the number 487 divisible by 2? Look at the last digit. It's a 7. You're right, it's not divisible by 2 because it's not an even number. Is the number 975 divided by 5 divisible by 5? Yes, because it ends in a 5. Is the number 981 divisible by 9? Well, we have to check with our rule. The first step is to add up the digits. 9 plus 8 is 17, plus 1 is 18. Is 18 divisible by 9? Yes. So therefore 981 is divisible by 9. Is this number divisible by 10? You're right. It ends in a 0. So therefore it is divisible by 10. Is this number divisible by 2 and 3? It is divisible by 2 because it ends with a 4. What about 3? Well, add the digits. 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 4 is 14. Is 14 divisible by 3? No, and therefore 824 is only divisible by 2, but not by 3. Is 215 divisible by 5 and 10? Well, we know it's divisible by 5 because it ends at the 5. Is it divisible by 10? No, it is not, because it does not end in a 0. Is 3,150 divisible by 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, and 10? Well, let's start with 2. First thing we notice, it is an even number, so it is divisible by 2. Let's jump to 5, because if it ends in a 0 or 5, it's divisible by 5, and this one is. And let's jump to 10. It has to be divisible by 10 if it ends in a 0, and this one does too. So we know it is divisible by 2, 5, and 10. Now let's go back and check 3 and 9. 3, we have to add the digits up. So 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 5 is 9, plus 0 is 9. So yes, 9 is divisible by 3, so it is divisible by 3. Since we've already added them up, check the 9. 9 divided by 9 does work, so therefore this is also divisible by 9. Now if it's divisible by 2 and by 3, then it's divisible by 6. Since it's an even number, it is divisible by 2, and since it's divisible by 3 because the sum of the digits is 9, it does also satisfy that requirement that it is divisible by 6. So it is divisible by all of those numbers. Pause the video now and write down these numbers and check the divisibility. We will answer the rest of these questions in class. Have a great day.